Hey, what's up, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, wherever it is you're watching this video at. Welcome. I have another one for you guys tonight that we're going to go over. Ticker symbol NYNY, but I'm not going to look at it yet. It just so happened that this was brought to my attention by a friend of mine, John, at the Gilbert Project. He brought this one to my attention, so I'm going to go over the charts in a minute. But it just so happened that I was looking at casino space, WYNN resorts, and if you have been paying attention to the news, another sexual allegation brought this guy down, and this guy is a mega player in the casino space, especially his company. So with that being said, I am gonna try to analyze the ticker symbol my friend John gave me, NYNY. Alright, because it's also in the casino space. So you got to look at what the big giants are doing and what the other guys are doing, because 9 out of 10 times the charts normally look the same. Alright, so this is WYNN Resorts. Alright, I already drew a trend line, a couple of trend lines going back a couple of years. Alright, just to show you where the stock is coming from. I had a massive move from here. This is back in 09, from off like $7. All right, it ran all the way up to $155. Then it pulled back right on this trend line. Well, let's not count this trend line. Well, it pulled back right onto the moving average, 200 moving average, and found a bottom right here. All right, so that bottom is what I'm going to use as some support going all the way up here. All right, as a trend line. All right, but from this trend line, this low, it popped up, it never looked back. All right, you had another massive run from $87. No, excuse me, I got the fibs still on there. I was doing some other things on here, but trend line. All right, you had another from this low. All right, you had from $7, it ran all the way up to about $154. From this low again here, it went from $85 to $249. All right, you can clearly see that right here. All right. So this is the kind of move that this stock does. Alright. So to me, these are parabolic moves that you have to get in when you see the pullback on some of these stocks, or on this casino stock better yet. Alright, and again, after this high, see, couldn't hold none of the moving averages, couldn't hold the support line, kept on falling. 20-day moving average right here. Barely held the 20-day moving average, went sideways a little bit, and then look, collapsed right back down. Okay, so then it found a bottom right here. So again, this low, from this low, this is the move that the stock made. So it found a new high right here, or a 52-week high. This year really didn't perform. I mean, yeah, it went sideways because it couldn't penetrate this high right here. All right, this little high right here, it couldn't penetrate this right here. See this? Couldn't go past right here until we got to like this point right here. And you see how this downtrend line and this uptrend line right here. I don't know, my chart is kind of messy, but this is where you have to be looking at right here, where this actually happened right here. And then when this happened, the stock went on another move. But every time the stock went on a move, look, it respects this 20-day moving average, pulls right on the 20-day moving average, still on the 20-day moving average, and you keep going higher until today. All right. So this is WYNN Resorts. So what do I expect from WYNN Resorts? Okay. And the reason why I'm doing WYNN Resorts, because I need to compare these two, because I'm very interested in NYNY. Okay, so this was the low that it played with for almost a year. So we're going to use this low. It's not a bad low to use. What am I anticipating? All right, I could throw some Fibonacci's, retracement, extensions. Let me do this extension at the body of this candle. So this is where I'm expecting, where I'm expecting WYNNs to go. Okay? Why am I expecting WYNNs to do this? because it hit the high right here. If it's going to continue up, then it needs to start closing above 186. When all this bad new media press and bad news, WYNN could come crashing back to 148, where it would be a good buy. All right, so this is where I'm expecting WYNN to play. I don't think it's going to break this 186 right here right now. It's too much media things going on. The positive things for it that is that all the moving averages have crossed, and everything is looking like you have momentum coming in, and the stock is ready to make a big move until this media blitz happens. All right, so that's my take on WYNN. So WYNN charts look good. So let's take a look at NYNY. So NYNY, look at the chart pattern, almost identical to WYNN's chart. All right, almost identical. Because WYNN's chart, you have a low right here. I would consider the low. From this low, right, the stock went on a run all the way to 46. Okay, and this is NYNY. See the high right here? And you know I don't like to use the wick, so we're gonna use the body. So $38. This is a stock that went from, $3 to 46 bucks. Okay, took a couple of years to do it. And this is started back out. If you would have been in this stock back in 2012, you had a big move. You could have sold 2014, 2 years later, easy. And these are long-term holds. All right. From this high, you see the pull back down. Couldn't hold. And again, it popped up right here, close to the trend line, and popped right back up. Couldn't hold. What am I looking for? We're looking for it to continue up this trend line. And again, it fell miserably. Went down. So this was my high. So I'm going to keep this high right here. This was my high. And it's the same high point right here. I'm going to draw my downtrend line, because this is where it kept on falling at. So it kept on falling until it double bottomed out right here. And from this double bottom, I can say double bottom, and then this was also a low right here from double bottom, and then from this low, it popped all the way up. Okay, so again, just like WYNN's, everything is converging right here. Okay, this is the lines I just drew, and we're just going to analyze a little bit, in depth. So right here, you see this is WYNN right here. So where am I expecting it to go? This is the zone that it's playing in right here, right now. So I can easily take this high again. Last year, if you was holding this stock right here, this 24, you got this 24.30. If you was holding this stock for a while, you got this 24.30 all last year. It couldn't penetrate this. So you came into the year, your stock was trading the same every time you looked at it. Okay, until towards the end of the year, where it finally started to break out and penetrate through this right here. And from this candle right here, it started to make new 52-week high. Actually, from this one, but I don't like to count the wick. So this candle right here lets you know this move is for real. So right here, you had a nice indecision day where you still ended up in the green, right? The body of this is kind of nice and long. You see right here, the next candle, nice long candle, and this one, 52-week high, breaking all of these. So this tell you this move is for real. So This stock don't have no bad news, no Steve, no Mr. WYNN getting in trouble. So this stock, I gotta look at, you gotta look at the numbers in the stock. Positive things is moving averages is crossing over right here. Okay, whether we like it or not, everything is converging right here. Moving averages is crossing right here. And this is a longer term chart. This is weekly candles. So you had a couple of weeks now, going back to the end of November, a couple of weeks of straight up action, making higher highs. And right here is where it made a new high, and it consolidated for a little bit. It took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 weeks of consolidation before breaking out here. This is this week where it broke out here. So I'm personally expecting it to continue playing in this range right here, between 29 and 27. So let's do some Fibonacci retracement, variant extensions on there, just to give you some better numbers of what to look for. Who's the low? This was the low. What did you make me click? I need to throw some Fibonacci's on there so I don't just give you guessing numbers. I don't like to guess when we're talking about real money. I don't even need to do it that way. Why is this thing? Fibonacci's, whether you use extensions or retracement, sometimes you go to the downside, you get extensions. You go to the upside, retracement. Alright? This is what I'm looking for. So, to make a long story short, anyway, I have all day for this video. I'm not in a hurry. This is where I'm expecting this thing to go. Alright? I drew this before I put the Fibonacci's on here, so you guys understand that I'm looking for it to play in this range right here. But because it just have a habit of making a high and then just chilling. It's not even going sideways. You can't even determine, but when you look at the whole cluster, overall cluster, it's going sideways. But it already made this high right here. Today I think it closed at 30. Alright, but this is what I'm looking for. This is a weekly chart. So on a daily chart, this is how it looks on a daily chart. So on the daily chart, the same Fibonacci's I put on a weekly chart is looking a little bit better on a daily chart. So the overall picture is that we're looking for on a weekly chart is that this thing has some room to go. It's just starting to break out. If you look at it right here, it's at a new high. This is today. Today, this is the candle that closed today, and you close above the Fibonacci line. Alright, so if it can continue going up here, alright, this 3118 right here, this 3118 is would be my next target up. Alright, if it starts to play in this zone. Me personally, I have it coming back into this zone between 27 and 29. But it broke into the Fibonacci zone right here between 29 and 31. So if it can continue to play here, you can see some upwards momentum and more moves. And look at the volume, how the volume is increasing. Look at the volume back here, and look where the volume is at, and look at the dates. Alright, so you don't think we're making this up. So I expect WYNNs to go down and have a little turmoil, and I expect NY to continue in this zone right here. Okay, so we can pause this video, double check the zone and the prices, because on the fib you get all the prices right here. So $27, $28 is a very important number for it to play at, but if it doesn't hold that, $26.45. Alright, so please send me the emails. I'll see you guys later. Peace.